Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
now,
We
what's
back.
going on? What's going on? What's going on? We here. We here.
Two OGs. That's what I called it. Two OGs, because that's what we are. Two OGs, and I think this is our second sports talk show. And you see, I'm gonna make sure I point right. You see my dog in his Kansas City Chief get up. You see it. You can't tell it nothing. Darryl, what's going on, big dog? What's going on?
Chilling, modulating, trying to keep everybody where they need to be at. Trying to do the things I need to do. And having a good time because I got a package from Big Bad Toy Store yesterday.
You do have a package from Big Bad Toy Store, and we actually gonna open up the show with that tonight. Those that late, they're gonna have to hit the replay and everything that.
Yeah, they're gonna be team rewatch.
Yeah, I don't believe in waiting. I don't believe in waiting. Kamoyo here and everything like that. Let's go ahead and get
enough.
Crack that puppy on open.
Can you imagine just sitting around looking at a box? You know, it's some stuff in there for you, and you ain't opening it.
Yes, I've done that. I've done that.
Okie dokie. What we got in here? Lot of bubble wrap.
Which can be used later on down the road.
Say less.
If you are an action figure collector, because bubble wrap floats. Just want to get that on that.
Okay, it is 2, but it is 2 I was expecting.
Okay, what we got?
Operation Monster Force.
Operation Monster Force. Groovy Fear's in the building. What's going on, Big Groovy?
That is Dracula.
Okay.
That is their version of Dracula.
Okay, now who is this gonna be in your universe?
I ain't decided yet, but I think a vampire would be nice.
Oh, absolutely. Because you got Dracula from Hasbro Marvel Legends, right?
I do.
Okay, all right then. What else you got there, big dog?
Kamoyo's in here. So Kamoyo, I know you probably can't see that, but that there is a werewolf.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull it out the package and let y'all see it. I want some werewolves. You know what I mean? I like werewolves. Kamoyo like werewolves. Why ain't we got? Ooh, goodness. Oh, that is lovely, y'all. That is freaking lovely. Let me get this plastic off of it. I know Kamoyo gonna have a heart attack.
Well, thank y'all for pulling up. Those of y'all that pulled up for the sports show, we gonna get there. We got Grand Madam Carol in the building. We gonna get started on the sports show and everything. My brother D Real has a package from Big Bad Toy Store. Okay, all right.
That nice looking werewolf. That nice. Oh, and they got not 2, 3 head sculpts all together.
Okay, all right. Now 3 head sculpts. How much did that action figure run you?
This action figure right here ran me about 40. What do you ask, sir?
You said 40?
About 45. About 45.
The reason why I asked that question is because I always believe it's important to let those that might be interested in action figures know, okay, this action figure costs $45, $44.99, but this is everything that it comes with. So
they're very big hands and heads. So I'm gonna pull it all out. Look at that head sculpt. That's a beautiful head sculpt.
So you get what you pay for. There you go. I like that. Nice little growling. Big Ronnie, what's going on? Hey. Nice little growling. I like that.
Hey, is he smoking?
I mean, everybody do it now, don't they?
Smoking?
Everybody do it now, don't they? I'm just asking a question.
Oh, my goodness. Bruh, what happened to your sound?
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
Hold on. We're not doing that this evening.
Or did I do that?
Hello?
Nah, I didn't do that.
Hello?
Now I can hear you.
Hello?
Now you got echoes.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, all right. There you go. There you go. It's the T for me. We can hear you. Okay. Okay.
You said the T.
Yeah, Grand Madam says the T for her. She said Grand Madam says she can hear us both, so we got good sound. Thank y'all so much for letting us know.
Cool.
We making it do what it do.
Cool. All right. Okay. So I was hoping that they would send that Plains Warrior. Remember once upon a time? Okay, because I noticed the date kept changing.
Right.
The release date kept changing on it. I remember it went from July to September to November, then December. Now it's January.
So damn. Okay. All right. Well, we ain't gonna do that. The Plains Warrior. Shout out to Casper Cole, Demolition Man, action figure. We made it Casper Cole. We made it do what we gonna do. So we got our sports show going on and everything like that. Big bro, national championship game. We got Notre Dame and Ohio State. How you feel about that?
Just like I told you off the air. I would like to see Notre Dame pull out a W, but I got a feeling, Ohio State's pretty damn stacked, and they probably going.
Well, I mean, a $20 million roster, you should be right where you at. Here was the question that I asked you, I posed to you before we came on air and everything like that. I asked you about the temperature in Ohio State. And the reason why I asked you that question is because we know Ohio State lost to Michigan, right? Lost to Michigan. We know how people felt about that, right? Mr. Smith, Ohio State fan, Cleveland fan, and everything like that. He don't like Ryan Day. So my question to you is this. I know Ryan Day has his detractors out there, the boo birds, if you will. I don't believe so. This is not me. People becoming, I'm not saying that. I'm not thinking this. I'm not thinking this, but folks are. Does he need to win the national championship game to secure his job for next season? I think that's a dumb question. But considering he ain't beat Michigan in a minute, right? Did not win the Big Ten championship game. Does he need to win this national championship game in your opinion? Can he afford to lose to Notre Dame? Because this ain't Penn State. This ain't Oregon. This is Notre Dame. And as you and I have alluded to off the air, they're the Cinderella team in this. So Ohio State is expected to win no differently than they were expected to beat Michigan. They didn't do it. Can he afford for them to lose?
First, if you done spent millions to build a team and you got a coach like Ryan Day, he's coached a lot of places. If I'm not mistaken, back in the day, didn't he coach for Temple?
Handpicked by Urban Meyer to succeed him.
Okay. And even further back than that, didn't he coach for Boston College? Okay. He's been a coach in the NFL too, or a quarterback coach anyway. You telling me that if this guy with all this prestige, all this experience behind him don't get you a national championship, you gonna fire him?
Don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. Now I'm with you.
You got a chance to go back next year if you keep him.
And watch this. Everybody can't say that because what happened to Alabama?
Went kind of kaput. They kind of screwed the pooch towards the end there.
So,
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't roll tide roll that day.
No, it was not. That said, regardless of how you and I may feel, that talking about dismissing him is complete and utter lunacy. I don't believe it's going to be a question. Like you, I believe Ohio State is going to win. That's just what that is. If they don't, I predict all hell going to break loose. I'm not saying I believe he's going to get fired. I don't believe that because I hope the AD got more sense than that. But if they lose, oh my goodness, what the next day going to be like? First take, first thing, well, can't say first things first. Well, can we? First things first, that's a different show. First take, first things first. Speaking of speak, can we talk?
Absolutely.
Setting the college football playoffs off to the side. Because I think we all I think everybody pretty much feels like, even though we might want Notre Dame to win, because it's a brother coaching, we do believe Ohio State is going to win. I don't think we need to break that down. $20 million roster. It is what it is. We didn't think Notre Dame was going to beat Penn State. They did. We didn't think, well, they should have beat Georgia. And I'm not saying that as a revisionist, but considering how Georgia's been up and down all season, that's what they should have been. But speaking of speak, have you heard about what's going on over there at Fox Sports?
You ain't talking about the allegations, is you?
Well, since folks haven't inundated us with rumors since Tuesday and everything like that, and this is a sports show, I figured we talk about the sports rumor.
Who's zooming who?
I'm minding my own John Brown business. You know what I'm saying? I'm minding my own John Brown business. And Skip, what you mean? Oh my goodness, not Skip Bailey. Did you read what she said that he said to her?
Nah, bring it to me.
Hold on. Let me get right here. Hold on. Let me go ahead and make it do what it gonna do right here. Because I know how Google Chrome get down. I got 16. Let me do this right here in Mala. No, we're not doing that. Oh, there we go. Skip Bayless.
He accusing her.
Skip Bayless offered former Fox Sports hairstylist $1.5 million for the cookie.
Dang, Skip. You a trick like that? I knew you was SOF, but I didn't know you was a trick too.
This a rumor. This is a lawsuit. It is a lawsuit. Accuses Bayless, who was a Fox Sports host at the time, of trying to pressure the hairstylist into a relationship. The lawsuit filed Friday, Los Angeles, accuses last Friday, not Friday, just passed last Friday. Accuses Bayless of trying to pressure plaintiff. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right. Nushin Faraji into a relationship, including offering her 1.5. But after she told him of a cancer scare in 2021.
But ain't she married? I read somewhere that she married and her husband in Miami.
The suit alleges that Faraji, who it says worked both on a part-time and then full-time basis at Fox, started in 2012 until her firing in 2024, began working, coincides with Shannon Sharpe leaving in 2024 because that's when he started with ESPN, began working with Bayless in late 2016 while he was co-hosting the show Undisputed after he requested she do his hair. Taylor was the moderator on the show, George Taylor. Soon after requesting weekly haircuts, Bayless began initiating unwanted touching in the form of lingering hugs in which he would put his body against Faraji's and press against her torso, upper torso, according to the suit. That turned into kisses on the cheeks and inappropriate comments, including calling Faraji voluptuous, the lawsuit alleges. Mr. Bayless then started being more aggressive and direct in his advances. Ms. Faraji continuously declined, stating that she did not date at work as she is a single mom and needed her job, the suit states. After discussing the issue with a co-worker, both decided it would be detrimental to report the situation since Fox protected powerful men, according to the suit. Skip was the powerful one in the Shannon Skip situation. Instead, the suit states Faraji decided to be kind toward Bayless or risk losing her job. As a single mother who relied on her job to support her son, Ms. Faraji felt that she had no choice. Understandable. Bayless continued making advances over the years, which Faraji would decline by making excuses regarding her son, changing the subject or making jokes, the suit says. In 2021, after being told that an issue with one of her ovaries could be cancer, Faraji allegedly explained the situation to Bayless in hopes that he'd take pity on her and cease his advances. Instead, Bayless told her he wanted to be with her, began kissing her hands, and offered her 1.5 to have a relationship with him, the legal filing alleges. Faraji made an excuse to leave, the suit says. Around June 2024, before his departure from the network, Bayless allegedly told Faraji that he fantasized about relations with her and asked how much money it would take for her to acquiesce, to which Faraji responded by replying she had already refused his $1.5 million and her answer would not change. The more you say no, the more I want you, Bayless replied, according to the suit. Faraji and Taylor's friendship began in March 2016. Taylor moved to Los Angeles. Won't really get into that. At January 2017 birthday party for Taylor, Dixon, who had allegedly been heavily drinking, placed his arm, that's the Fox executive, placed his arm on Faraji's lower back before rubbing her body and they just wild over there, grabbing her buttocks. The suit says Faraji faked the call to get out of the situation, according to the suit, and told Taylor what allegedly happened. Surprisingly, Joy Taylor, responded to get over it and explained that she herself only had her job because of Mr. Dixon, and Ms. Faraji only had her job because Ms. Taylor requested her. The filing claimed she warned that Mr. Dixon could take both away. Ms. Faraji is of Iranian descent. It says Skip made some derogatory comments towards her.
When he couldn't get the cookie.
When he couldn't get the cookie, questioning her religion, since she's a single parent mother, things of that nature. So, as I said on my live, I'm hoping it's not true for Skip's wife. I've only heard glowing things about her from both Shannon and Stephen A. Smith, and she has to deal with this. But what's your take on the situation, if I could ask? These charges.
In terms of who?
The whole situation. Your take on it.
It's too much weird shit going on at Fox. That's my take right there. Off rip. They doing too much is my take. They doing too much. When the woman told you no, Skip, I mean, if you got 1.5 million to spend on cookies, Skip, you could go to Vegas for a weekend and be immersed in cookie. You ain't got to harass nobody at your job, bruh. Why are you harassing this woman?
So here's what I said. Here's what I said, because these are allegations. Haven't went to trial. Nothing's been determined as of yet. How old are you?
57.
You've been working?
All my life.
You ever been caught up in something like this?
No. No. No, I have not. Not like that. No.
Y'all like, Theo, what do you mean? I mean, I don't want to act like that. We all grown. We all grown. Yeah. We've all had jobs. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like ain't none of us had inappropriate conversations at the workplace.
But here's the thing. I have been propositioned at work.
I have too.
Okay, but I ain't had nobody dogging my trail constantly, continuously hounding me like that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody came to me and was like, "Hey, you nice looking," I wouldn't mind getting in there. No.
So my thing is this. Because to me, it's like you said, they're doing too much over there and everything like that. Emmanuel Alcho got
and she's Iranian.
Yeah,
she's Iranian. So more than likely, she's Muslim.
She is.
Okay.
That's one of the comments Skip made to it. Well, aren't you Muslim?
Don't he know the 7 pillars of Islam?
That's not the question. The question is, does he care?
But I mean, no, I get it. I get what you're saying. But are you coming at a woman and saying "F your faith"?
If the charges are true, then yes, that's exactly what he was saying. F your faith. If the charges are true, I'm not saying the charges are true. I'm not saying they aren't true. What I'm saying is this: if we just look at real world, as you said, you've been propositioned at work. You ain't never been caught up in something like this. And so when I look at situations like this, I always ask myself, how did you get caught up in this? Because if you're an attractive male, there are females at your job that want you. Skip Bayless is for him to be his age and everything like that. He's still an attractive looking man. Okay, well, it's women there. You talking about 1.5? You probably have to spend $15. I'm not trying to say that, but there are people there that want you. Because Daryl and I've been told no. I've been told no.
Many times.
I've been rejected, you know. I think I look better than Skip Bayless, but I've still been rejected. So I'm like, let me see what Grand Madam, because I want to make sure I keep up with you know. I said no and lost my job. Then it turned into a furniture moving session. I missed his ear by that much, finger snap. Then he realized that it. I ain't never understood it. As I've said before, I say it again. When it comes to being intimate, to me, it has always been better when both sides are receptive to one another. I don't know where this thing we feel like we just want to demand stuff, harass stuff, if that's what it was. But as I stated, I'm hoping it's not true for his wife's sake, which is scary in and of itself, because if it's not true, then this young lady, she did a lot. If it ain't true, like, if it ain't true.
Hey, wasn't that late? And not to say it has anything to do with a woman's nationality, but wasn't the gal that accused Jonathan Majors, wasn't she part Iranian too?
I don't think so. I think
she was something Middle Eastern.
Yeah, I don't think she was that though. But she was playing the Becky card. She might be, you know, Iranian, Middle Eastern, but she wasn't playing that card. She was playing the Becky card.
Well, not necessarily about the card being played, but just saying, is that a mindset? Is that where you go when you feel like you're being pushed against a wall or something? Oh, I'm being harassed. Oh, I'm being, you know, is that what it becomes?
So that's a fair question. So let me answer it. I don't get the same type of energy. Like, I know I said I want him to be innocent. I don't get the energy from Miss Faraji that I was getting from what her name, Grace. Yeah, I was getting some different energy from her.
Grace Jabari.
Yeah, I wasn't. The energy that I got from Grace Jabari is not the same energy I'm getting from Faraji. It's two different energies there. Not saying, like I said, I'm not saying she's telling the truth, and I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just, when I'm looking at the energy, it's two types of energy there, two distinct different types of energy there. So while I want it to be nothing there, I believe there is something there. let me say that. I believe there is something there.
I just looked it up. Grace Jabari is of British and Iranian descent.
You're right. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I get two different types of energy from the young lady. Two different types of energy. I did not believe Grace Jabari. Point blank, period. And there was a lot involved in regards to that. It was the statements surrounding the incident. It was what we've come to know of Jonathan Majors just from afar, and the hit piece that Variety magazine kept doing. You know, I was like, okay, y'all doing way too much. Like, you want him to be guilty. It's one thing for, you know, to sit there and wait it out, but no, they were doing hit pieces on it. Everybody start trying to bring up this, that's, and all. Yeah, that's too much. What I get from Miss Faraji, and this is what I think the problem is going to be. If Skip didn't say the stuff that she said, that she wrote down, it sounds like he said it. Like, it sounds like his demeanor. It sounds like, though, the smart, passive aggressive, smart ass attitude, the statements that she's saying he said to her, damn it, if it wasn't him, she got him down pat. Like,
because he basically approached her and asked her what's it gonna cost me to get in them draws, and he wasn't expecting that to come back on him.
No, he was, like I said, he was making some powerful statements to her and everything like that. I want to find the statements, because I had those before. The statements he was saying to her, because Buddy was wild with it. I was like, damn, you said that? You actually said that to her. Like, damn, I didn't think you was gonna say it like that.
Voluptuous. I need to see a picture of this woman.
Don't do that. You know, different folks got different tastes. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But I need to see what I'm sorry, I have to see.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's why I did not do a picture of anything like that, because I wanted, because folks got different tastes.
You know who she remind me of?
Who?
She remind me of a young version of Hoda Kotb from the Today Show. Well, you'd have to look her up. But anyway, yeah, she's got that look. She does not look like a small woman. She doesn't look like a little skinny woman. And I think Skip was, well, wow. And then there's a picture of,
I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. At one point, Faraji reportedly reminded Bayless that he had a wife, allegedly prompting him to respond, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?"
What that mean? What that got to do with sex? See what I'm saying? Why do people assume that? Okay. Somebody said they want to see a picture of her. See, I didn't do that. They said they want to see. All right. Let me
You
find
better Google it.
well, I can save you the trouble. I can save you the trouble. Let me. You know what? I ain't gonna give you a dudded up picture. I'm gonna just give you. I'm gonna give you a basic picture, and then you can decide was this $1 million argument, or was this $1 million? Yeah, we needed to spend $1 million to get this going on. Okie dokie. Here we go. Well, I can't put it up. You got to put it up. I forgot. This your page. We on your page.
Man, I don't, man, they're gonna have to Google it. I don't know how to do it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at her and everything like that. I don't.
I mean, and she got blonde hair. Her hair is dyed blonde, or she might be blonde, or but why do people fall in that blonde trap?
Okay, so all I'm gonna say is this, and I'm not trying to knock nobody and everything. Okay. And so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Okay.
Okay, before you say it, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
From what you see, and this sounds chauvinist as hell. And if I need to, I'll walk it back. Would you have propositioned her for $1 million?
I'm not propositioning nobody daughter for nothing. I'm Theo.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Man, all right.
I just asked. No judgment. I just asked.
Man, listen. You remember that song by Climax? The men all pause when I walk into the room? Yes. That's how I feel. When I walk into a room, the women all pause. I wish the hell I would. It's a blessing.
Okay. But this lawsuit thing.
Huh?
Do you feel like it's legitimate?
Like I said, if all I'm gonna say is this, if he didn't say it, he talk around her way too much. He talk around her way too much because it's like she got your mannerisms down and everything like that. But I go back to it though. Skip been around how long?
Too long.
So my question is this, and I would hope, like I said, for his wife's sake, I don't want there to be any truth to it. I don't. But if there isn't any truth to it, it says a lot that she would go to such extreme lengths to do something like that. Because here's the thing, she's not an unattractive woman. She's not an unattractive woman. You ready? Okay, well, she's more my type than Grace Jabari is. That said, that can be what that is, and she still wouldn't have got hollered at. She'd have got, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I see you. I see what you got going on. You got some highlight. You're not getting, and do you know why she not getting flirted with like that? Because I got money. No, I got money. I got money. She ain't getting flirted with at all. Because I'm not trying to lose that money. I'm not trying to lose that money. And if she was to ever say I did something because I'm not finna lose my money, I'll show my ass. Damn, a court filing. We didn't have to do a report at my house because I came outside and then went off in front of all the reporters outside my front door. Ask me a question about that if you want to and see how Theo show up. I'm not doing that.
So in conclusion, what are we expecting out of this?
I expect there to be lengthy litigation.
What do we think's gonna happen?
I expect lengthy litigation. The reason why I expect lengthy litigation because if you're Skip Bayless, you don't like how you left Fox Sports. You don't. You didn't leave that good. Well, this is just something else that you don't need. You're a married man. Shannon not married. Joy not married, Emmanuel Alcho not married, Stephen A. Smith. You the one that's married. You can't do what they do.
Well, Joy just recently got married, didn't she?
I think she recently just got a divorce.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
That's the other part of this story in regards to the allegations. Joy's no longer married. So, because she was supposed to be, her Emmanuel Alcho was supposed to be getting it in. And allegedly, Joy got her job because she was getting it in with the executive.
That's what I thought you was going to talk about.
Yeah, I'm headed there.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
That was the person. It wasn't Miss Farazi that was married. It was Joy that was married. That's the person who was married. They no longer are. Turns out Miss Farazi, I don't know how true this is, but the executive and Joy was just a little too friendly at a Christmas party while Joy was still married. So there's that. Like I said, I don't know why Joy and Emmanuel are caught up in the conversation, because aside from
what I don't understand. Why is Joy talking? Joy got problems of her own right now.
Well, the thing is, Joy got caught up in it. The young lady is saying Joy was aware of the you know, the bad behavior.
Allegations.
Yeah, she was aware of it. And Joy was basically telling her to suck it up. How you think I got my job? And the only reason why you here is because I'm here. So tighten up, put your big girl drawers on. I'm paraphrasing. Put your big girl drawers on before you mess around and cost somebody their job. So
Professor say she getting drugged in the comments on her IG page. She just need to shut her stuff down.
Oh, I mean, no. When I say she don't need, the reason why she don't need to say nothing is because what can you say? Like, there's nothing you can say. You feel what I'm saying? Because the young lady is saying she came to you. You didn't look out for her as a woman, so you broke sister code with that one. Then you broke sister code with that one. Then you sitting up here, and folks low key have always wondered how Joy got her job. Nobody really talks about it. Not saying she doesn't know her stuff, but it was like, so you was the co-host with Calvin, but he didn't really treat you like the co-host. Almost like under it. You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, well, you get the show Speak. Now, hold on. I'm gonna say this, and I don't want nobody to misinterpret this. I'm not saying she's not talented, and I'm not saying she's not knowledgeable. Now, I guess the best way I can say this is there's another dude on Speak, running back, used to be for the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm talking about? He went from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Buffalo Bills.
Oh my God.
Anyway, he's slow. Yeah. He's slow. And I don't mean physically slow. He's slow. Okay. He ain't got no personality. That damn near that whole group they got on Speak, it's dead air. They ain't got no personality. And Joy is a part of that group. So what am I saying? What you saying, Theo? She's an attractive woman. She's a knowledgeable sports analyst.
So why should she need to sleep her way to the top?
You know what I'm saying? There's no it factor to her. You see what I'm saying? Like, she don't make the show pop no different than the dude that used to be a running back in the NFL. He dry too. He dry. He dries a biscuit from Popeyes. No. No,
wow.
Bro, he Speak.
You gotta put honey and butter on him just to make him tolerable.
Let me see who this is. LaShawn McCoy. Shady.
Okay. Yeah.
He He dry as 2 Popeyes biscuits put together. He dry. He ain't got no personality. You tune in to Skip. I'm gonna say you tune in to Shannon. Shannon got personality. You tune in to Stephen A. Smith. He got personality. Colin Coward, Skip Bayless. Joy. Well, like I said, I don't want to talk about Joy because folks be like, you talking about a woman. Okay, well, LaShawn McCoy. Okay, they dry. Still don't mean, I'm still not saying she did anything. What I'm saying is they knowledgeable. Shady, I don't know why Shady is on that damn show, but here we go. She's more knowledgeable than Nick Wright, not as entertaining.
Okay.
You see what I just said? She's more knowledgeable than Nick Wright. Way more knowledgeable. That's my personal take on it. She's more knowledgeable than Nick Wright. She's not as entertaining. And low key, somebody on that show got to be entertaining. And Emmanuel Alcho is too busy trying to be sexy.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What's that?
The wild card game.
Oh, it started? Yeah, Pittsburgh playing Baltimore. And
the Buffalo Bills are playing the Denver Broncos.
You know what? Can we do that segue then? Can we do a segue?
Let's go.
you do segue. So football, professional football.
Sir. Yeah, this wild card weekend for those that
Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City
Chiefs. We number 1 seed. We got bye.
Okay. AFC West.
Yeah. It's two AFC West teams in the wild card.
You know which team from the AFC West ain't in the wild card?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. Let's talk about it. The Raiders. The Raiders finished the season 4-7. Antonio Pierce, 1 year. One. Go. I'm gonna holler at you.
And that's righteous.
Okay? So you say that's right.
He need to be gone. I'll put it like this. He was set up. At least that's how I feel like. I feel like he's set up. They handed him a shit sandwich and told him to make a hoagie.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so knowing that, I'd have been like, F it too. Y'all ain't give me nothing to work with, so this is what you're gonna get.
Okay, so I like that.
Aiden O'Connell.
Huh?
Aiden O'Connell.
Aiden
O'Connell. See, do you know who Aiden O'Connell is?
Is that the GM?
See what I'm saying? You don't even know who he is. Aiden O'Connell was their quarterback.
See? So
that's who you got starting, an unknown scrub that can't really throw worth nothing, but that's who y'all put at the helm and said he's the one who's gonna do it for it.
So that's my point. I talked about that Wednesday night a little bit on the show and everything like that. You know, we real big on wanting, our guys to get an opportunity. But I don't know if I'm pressed for a black coach to take jobs like that, knowing what they're gonna do. I'm not. I want to see you get the head coaching opportunity. I want to see you get the experience. But I'm not necessarily.
You got D'Amico Ryans at Houston.
Right, but okay. What I'm saying is, I'm not pressed for you to take that job of a team that's deficient of talent and an owner who ain't trying to understand, empathize, nothing. Don't know what the hell they damn doing, because this is the third head coach in 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, right?
They fired the coach from last year before the season was over.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not pressed. I don't want to see my brothers, sisters, because women can coach too. I'm not pressed to see us be in them situations. I'm not pressed. What's your take on that?
It's just like I told you. They handed him a shit sandwich and expected him to make hoagies out of it. You got what? You got a tight end. You got a defensive end. And I think there's maybe like one receiver. You can't build a franchise around 3 good players or 4 good players. And then you ain't got a decent quarterback. So next year, I mean, in this year's draft, I'm pretty sure the Raiders, who are pretty high up on picks, are going to be looking for a quarterback. But then we could segue back into college and say, what good quarterbacks are coming out of college this year?
Well, let me ask you this question. They didn't know that before they hired him?
Didn't know they had trash roster before they hired him?
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew it, but they was in denial.
Okay. So when you say they in denial, that means leadership, owner, GM don't know what the hell they doing. To all the brothers out there, the Raiders come knocking at your door, tell them hell no. Tell them hell no. Tell them hell no. If you go take a job with the Raiders, your buyout need to be something crazy. Like you need to have guaranteed money up front on the heavy side. Do not take that damn job. I'm just
what's the Raiders motto? Just win, baby.
Nah.
It don't look like they're living up to their own motto.
Nah,
because they at home watching the wild card.
Yeah, they're at home. Well, speaking of at home watching the wild card, I'm looking at this score right here. And we got 32-12, the Texans over the Chargers.
Yeah. That's a bit of a shocker.
2:35 left to go. Texans got the ball in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look and see what we got going on here. I don't mind.
Ravens.
All right. Looks like we got 2nd and 8 on Houston 35-yard line and everything like that. But this game is essentially over. It's 32-12. 2:35 left to go in the game. Yeah, this game is essentially over.
Steelers starting up.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. For the Texans, CJ Stroud, 22 of 33 for 282 yards. 1 TD, 1 INT. Joe Mixon
from him.
Joe Mixon, when it was the rushing game, Joe Mixon had 106 yards on 25 carries. CJ Stroud, 44 yards on 4 carries. Yeah, you ain't doing nothing with that.
That's about 5. He averaged about 5. About 5 carries.
That's a problem. You got Justin Herbert, 14 of 32 for 214 yards. He had a bad day.
Yeah,
one touchdown, 4 interceptions, 4 sacks.
Oh my goodness. 4 interceptions.
Yeah, he had a bad day.
Oh,
4 interceptions, 4 sacks.
He had a horrible day.
Yeah, he had a horrible day. He didn't get much support on the running side. Jay Dobbins only gave 26 yards on the ground, 2.9 yards a carry.
Dobbins only had 26 yards.
26 yards. 26 yards on 9 carries.
Texans were stifling that day.
Yeah. They were not playing the rodeo. They was not playing games. So they were not playing games. Who we see here? I think it's Nico Collins, the wide receivers for the Texans.
Yep.
He went off 8 targets, 7 receptions for 122 yards. Somebody had a fantasy night.
And I expected that as well.
Yeah, he went off. He went off. So congratulations to the Houston Texans for hell in their business. I guess we're gonna see what everybody else gonna do because we got one more game today. That will be the Steelers versus the Ravens. The Ravens are currently favored by 9.5.
Well, we just gonna have to see how that one plays out. I'm concerned about Buffalo and Denver. It saddens me that both of them are playing each other because I would have loved for the Chiefs to get a crack at one, if not both of them.
I want to ask you a question.
They're the only 2 losses we got this season.
Right. I want to ask you a question. And those, 5 people in here and everything like that, I want to ask this question.
Yes, sir.
Should the Steelers lose today?
I think I know what's coming.
As many expect them to do. What, in your opinion, should they do? And this is a question for those that's tuning in with us and everything like that. What should they do regarding their quarterback position?
Well, if I were an executive or coach of some type who has some say about that, first, I know some people are going to disagree, but I do not think that Russell Wilson should continue to be at the helm of that team. I think, you know, you can say what you want to say about Justin Fields, but he's young, he's teachable, and he got an arm, and he can run. Give him a shot. Get a young boy a shot. I mean, we already know what Russ can do, and we done seen what Russ can do. Russ ain't that guy to take you all the way through. Not anymore. At least that's how I feel about him.
I don't disagree with that for multiple reasons. If Russ gets you to the Super Bowl this year, you got your quarterback. If Russ does not get you to the Super Bowl this year, at one point I think the Steelers were like 8 and something, and they lost their last 4 games or whatever. So you're clearly still struggling on the offensive side. Now, you're struggling on the offensive side. It's not all Russell Wilson's fault. We're not going to do that. George Pickens is being George Pickens. You don't have a clear-cut number 2. You brought in Mike Wallace, thought that was going to alleviate the problem. It did not. I like what you got going on the defensive side. You probably bring in another defensive lineman. This may or may not be Cam Hayward's last season. On the offensive side, there's Najee Harris. He's still serviceable. You have the running back behind him. He's also decent. You're still trying to do some things in regards to your offensive line. You got a monster at center, but you still need to shore up that side of the ball. If you keep Russell Wilson is a veteran. And I don't think folks think about this. Because of how long he's been in the league, he's accrued a certain price tag. Whether folks want to look at that or not, the salary cap is the salary cap. Russell Wilson is due to make a lot of money. If I'm and mind you, Justin Fields is still on his rookie contract. He won't be next year. So we can't go to the draft because, as you've alluded to, you don't have that guy, Shedeur Sanders.
And
but you're not going.
The Steelers ain't gonna get him now.
Yeah, you're not gonna get Shedeur Sanders. So, and you don't want to just take a run at somebody else. To your point, while Justin Fields is going to command a price tag too, his price tag won't be anywhere as hefty as Russell Wilson, thus allowing you to accrue more talent. I would keep Justin Fields. I would let Russell Wilson go. I'm not even signing, and I know I like Russell Wilson, I do, but you can't afford both of them. You can't, because Russell ain't gonna do nothing but get older.
Yeah,
that's what that he finna start doing this. It ain't that many people do the Tom Brady, LeBron James thing. So you let Russ go.
He's not on track to be anywhere near that.
Right. So you thank Russ for coming. If Russ wants to stick around as a backup quarterback, sure. But you need your coins for your roster. You need your coins for your roster. So I would let Russ go. Not that I want to, he just costs too much. Kamoyo says even if Russ gets us to the Super Bowl, he should retire after this year. All these old quarterbacks need to wrap. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't. And here's the thing.
Somebody need to tell Aaron Rodgers.
Here's the thing. Russ don't need to go nowhere. It's 32 teams. And I would make the same argument for Russell Wilson that I made for Colin Kaepernick. It ain't 32 starting quarterbacks in the National Football League. It ain't. You just gave me a name of some dude from the Raiders. Okay. So well,
That's the best they could do. That's the best they could do in Las Vegas.
Right. So watch this.
O'Connell.
Am I really looking at Jameis Winston being the long-term solution for the Cleveland Browns? No. Okay, well, you need a quarterback because Deshaun Watson ain't it. All right, New York Jets.
Did you hear? He tore his ACL.
Yeah, okay, well, bye. Go home.
No. Their season was over.
Yeah.
Football was done. I'm talking about Deshaun Watson.
Right.
He tore his ACL. They ain't even in the playoffs. They ain't even playing. What was he doing to tear his ACL?
Being Deshaun Watson. So, bye. Well, you already mentioned the New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers. Okay, well, you ain't got a starting quarterback. Hey, Miami Dolphins, I like it. I like Tua. He's not your starting quarterback. You need to do something about that right now.
I'll be scared to pick up Tua because he's so injury prone.
Right. So how many teams we got right now? I got the Dolphins. I got the Jets. We're gonna say the Bills good, right?
Yeah.
The Patriots need a starting quarterback. Okay, so that's 3 teams. The Browns need a starting quarterback. That's 4. The Raiders need a starting quarterback. That's 5. Okay, well let's go on over here to the NFC South. No problem. Baker Mayfield. I like him. Tampa, you need a quarterback. Here we go. New Orleans. I like Derek Carr. Ain't doing what you need to be doing. I don't think y'all in the playoffs. You need a quarterback. Here we go.
Derek Carr ain't a playoff quarterback.
Damn, where we at? 7? Where we at 7? Okay, Arizona. I think the experiment is over.
Wait. Now, are you saying little Kyler can't cut the mustard no more?
That ain't what I said. I said I think the experiment is over. Have we got to the playoffs? It looked good. Look, okay, I'm gonna holler at you. Okay, Minnesota looked like they good. Detroit looked like they good. Green Bay looked like they good. Chicago, this is first year. I'm waiting to see. Dallas looked like they good. Washington looked like they straight. Philadelphia, they look like they good. Oh, my bad. The New York Giants, that's 9. All right, well, Atlanta Falcons, I ain't seen enough. That's 10. So I got 32 teams. And I'm not going to sit up here and say Russell Wilson can't start for one of them 10 teams that I just mentioned and be an upgrade. So,
what we're saying is Russell Wilson is of a caliber that is good enough for at least 9 teams, but not the one he is currently rostered with.
No, not. And mind you, when I mention those teams, it is all about the salary cap. It is all about their individual needs, not just the quarterback position. Because the Steelers are one of those teams that need a quarterback. It just so happens you got 2 on the roster right now. I'm not saying either one of them are the long-term answer. What I will say is this. One of them is a whole hell of a lot cheaper than the other one. That's sad to say. That's what that is. And now, at the very least, because I don't believe he ever got coached properly in high school. I don't believe he got coached properly in college, and I don't believe he got coached properly when he was in Chicago. Justin Fields gets to be coached properly. We can say we want to. The Steelers were 4-2 when they decided to go to Russell Wilson. And one of those games that they lost was not Justin Fields' fault. So if I'm the Steelers and I'm Mike Tomlin, next season, I'm rolling with Justin Fields.
He says Moyo says send Russ to the Saints.
I think he would be good with the Saints. I think the Saints have enough there for Russ to be successful. Lest we forget, Marshawn Lynch was a beast. Marshawn Lynch was a beast. You can play action pass all day long when that dude that you got behind the quarterback is gonna get fired. Like you can run and he had decent receivers. He had a receiver that was a kickoff, punt return threat. Every time you kick, he touched the damn ball, and he just so happened to line up at receiver. So, I think he would do well with the New Orleans Saints. I don't think that's a stretch at all. If the Saints can't afford it, because it's the price tag, right? If they can't afford it, you got all the pieces there and everything like that. Go get it. You got Russell Wilson handing the ball off to Alvin Kamara. You don't like that?
Somebody like it.
Alvin Kamara can catch the ball out the backfield. Don't nobody want that?
Ronnie J say, if Russell Wilson is okay backing up Jalen Hurts, he can come play for Philly.
I don't think Philly has Philly has a lot on both sides of the ball. They've got talent on both sides of the ball. I don't know if they could afford Russ. Even with because the way it works is you're not necessarily allowed from the players union to give somebody a discount like that. You got other folks going to be looking at you. If the market is what the market is, you got to be right there with that market.
Okay, so what about this? Has what Russell Wilson done this year warrant a pay raise?
So the best way I can say it is this. This year's the last year of that contract.
Right.
So will he get offered a contract? Yes, he will. Where? If I'm the Steelers, I'm not doing it because he wants a long-term contract. If I'm the Steelers, I'm not doing it. You don't want to tie up that type of money. He's going to get offered a contract because he's done enough this year to be playing somewhere. He did enough last year to be playing somewhere this upcoming season. The question is, do they offer him what he wants, or does he take what's being offered? I don't know.
Is the Steelers organization ready to offer him money?
It's not going to be a long-term contract. Russ wants to play another 5 years. I'm not doing that.
I don't think Russ got 5 in him.
You see what I'm saying? If you're the Steelers, Mike Tomlin has to nail this. You kept Ben Roethlisberger around too long. I get it. Loyalty, understand it. You kept him around too long. That cost you quarterbacks you could have gotten in the draft. Well, the closest thing they're going to get to a quarterback that allows them to match up with the Justin Herberts, that allows them to match up with the Josh Allens, that gives them a chance against the Lamar Jacksons, it's Justin Fields. The difference between them and Justin is the coaching. That's all it is. It's the coaching. The physical tools are there. The dude got the fastest 40. Well, I'm sorry. He has the third fastest 40 time of a quarterback. He's faster than any of the names I just dropped. You feel what I'm saying? So you get loose, he gone. So what we have to do is we have to be committed. And I was actually thinking about this today. If somebody knows Justin Fields, hit him up. What Justin needs to do, and some coaches actually put this into practice, you speed up the clock. They need to give Justin Fields the playbook. He needs to go home. He needs to plug up his Madden 25. He needs to put that game on all Madden, and he needs to run them plays. He needs to see the field. He needs to be able to read coverages. He needs to be able to manipulate the defense with motions and everything like that. He needs to become a Brainiac, or pun intended, a student of the game. I would give him the playbook, upload it to Madden 25, and let him run it from now till preseason. The playbook we're going to use this upcoming season, I would make damn sure good and well. Like, he would know after this game, and I really want to say damn near win, lose, or draw, he would know we rolling with him next season. He would know because he need to be on this now. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I would do. That game, put on Heisman. I think you're playing it, right? Madden 25?
Not currently, but I have though.
You know you got to read the field. You got to be able.
Absolutely.
Like you playing the game and you got that internal clock. Okay, I ain't got but like 2.5 seconds back in.
Yeah.
And what you got? You got a quarterback that can get out of Dodge if you need him to, right? Right. Okay, well, he need to get that game, put that game on all man. Understand that internal clock, my guy, you ain't got but 2.5 seconds. And since the game allows you to either throw bullet passes or lob passes, it will show him, hey, this is when I throw the bullet pass. This is when I throw the lob pass. You feel what I'm saying? But he need that. I know it sounds funny, sound weird, might even sound childish. It's been done. It's been done. So that's how I feel about that. I'm gonna check back in on these scores though and everything like that. I think we already went to a final in regards to the Chargers.
Yeah, they toast.
Yeah,
yeah, they'll be sitting at home next week.
So we talked about the Broncos and the Bills.
That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, amazingly enough, people actually have, and I can't believe this, some folks believe the Broncos gonna beat the Bills.
That'd be nice to see. That'd be nice to see. Because I know it's a lot of Bills Mafia, as they like to call themselves, chomping at the bit for a Super Bowl appearance.
You know, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that because I'm like, when I think about the Buffalo Bills, I go back to Passenger 57, and when Wesley Snipes was on the run, and the sheriff was walking down the stairs with the deputies, and Wesley was at the amusement park, and they say, "You want us to go get him?" And the sheriff said, "Why? So he can get some more practice with your stupid ass."
Yeah.
You're like, Theo, why are you bringing that up? I mean, okay, so we're not going to act like that. The Buffalo Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls. They lost all 4.
Yeah. And most recently was in, I think the last time it mattered was in the AFC Championship with who? The Bengals.
So, but Theo, what are you saying? What I'm saying is, do I think Josh Allen is as good as Jim Kelly? No. Do I think any of the receivers that he got right now are as good as Andre Reed? No.
Okay. All right.
I know damn good well Frank Wright ain't back there at the second string quarterback, so that ain't it.
Who?
Hold on.
Wait, do you know who Josh Allen's backup is?
Yeah, I actually do.
Dude, now if Josh Allen get hurt,
it's over. It's over. Because if he was him, he would be in Pittsburgh right now.
See what I'm saying? It is crazy. Huh.
So I'm and hold on. Bruce Smith ain't playing DN, right? Bruce Smith not at DN.
Not for a couple of decades.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why they want to go to the Super Bowl then, because I don't believe this Bills team is as good as those Bills teams were, and they lost both straight.
And I don't feel very comfortable if I'm a Bills fan, but I'm not. But if I were, I would not feel very comfortable knowing that if Josh Allen gets hurt, it's Mitch Trubisky to the rescue.
Yeah. Grand Madam just said redcross.org/NFL is taking donations for California fires. $10 minimum. Thank you so much, Grand Madam. Make sure you got that out. If you're able to donate, there you go. You got it. Let's make sure each one take care of one now. We want to make sure
I can do that. I can do that because I got family in Northern California.
There it is.
I probably need to check up on them. What I need to do, make sure everybody okay.
You do. Kamoyo said, who hasn't been to the Super Bowl yet?
Of the teams that are in the playoffs?
The Houston Texans ain't been.
Houston Texans ain't been.
If we're talking modern era,
the Buffalo Bills haven't been.
If we're talking modern era, the era of Super Bowls, the Cleveland Browns haven't been.
They also aren't in the playoffs.
Right. I thought he was just talking about in general, though.
Or who hasn't been to the Super Bowl in general?
Yeah, I thought that's what he was talking about. I could have been wrong.
Bills, Browns.
No, the Bills have been to the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean Bills. Yeah. I meant Browns.
Mm-hmm. The Texans. The Tennessee Titans have been, so yeah, that count.
Everybody but the Browns and the Texans, I think, have been to at least one.
No, Detroit hasn't been.
Oh, I was talking about the AFC. We talking about period? Well, no, they've never had a winning record consistently enough. Jaguars have never been to a Super Bowl. Jaguars have never been to a Super Bowl.
No, you're right. The Panthers have. The Panthers have been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Jake Delhomme.
Yeah. You know what? Can we talk about that for a second? Okay. So you know how we like to say Tom Brady is the greatest. You gonna start a fight.
Some people like to say that.
You gonna start a fight if you say it to the wrong person. I get it. I understand it. I do. But if Tom Brady is the greatest, what does that make Adam Vinatieri? And I know folks be like, well, Theo, what do you mean? I mean, Tom ain't got 4 of them damn Super Bowls if Adam Vinatieri don't kick that damn field goal. That's what I mean. Yeah. You know what the greatest is to me? The greatest is, and I'm a Steelers fan. My dog got 4 rings. Number 12. He got 4 rings. But the dude that I consider to be the greatest, number 16. His team down. It's 2 minutes to go in the game. My dog looking off. He look in the audience, the crowd. Is that John Candy?
John Candy.
Y'all ready? Let's go. All right. 16 squig on 2. 16 squig on 2. My dude dropped back. Damn, a field goal. I need a field goal for. I'm gonna hit John Taylor coming across the middle. Touchdown. We going home. I'm not doing this. I'm not putting it in the hands. And mind you, he did that twice. What did we see happen to Tom Brady? Eli Manning is literally going to the Hall of Fame because he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. That's what made something happen.
And that's a feat.
Huh?
That's a feat.
Yeah, but I'm saying we ain't seen Tom Brady do nothing spectacular in no Super Bowl in the last 2 minutes of a damn game. Eli did that. Matter of fact, Tom finna take another damn L if Pete Carroll don't decide to throw the damn ball inexplicably on the goal line. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, give me the dude that's gonna get me the touchdown. I gotta share credit with somebody if I gotta hand it off to the field goal kicker.
Now here's all I have to say about that. If the coach calls a play,
I wouldn't read it. If you get ready to ask,
what Super Bowl was that with Seattle and the Patriots? and you in the red zone. Matter of fact, you what? 5 yards out. You less than 5 yards out, and you choose a passing play. Yet you have beast mode in the backfield, who you know is good for 5 yards. Yet you do not give him the ball.
Bro, he just got you down there. The Patriots don't even want to see this dude no more. Let me tell you something. This is what makes things frustrating to me, is people say stuff and they don't understand the nuances of the game. Russell Wilson had a green dot on his helmet. Russell Wilson, as a quarterback, has at least one more play he can audible to when they send the play down to him. There's no way in hell. No. Say that again. Oh, yeah, I got you. They could have told me, we finna run this slant. I'd have turned around to the offensive line. Listen, halfback dive on 2. What the coach say? Fuck the coach. Halfback dive on 2. Marshawn, you ready? Man, if you do this, Theo, you're not gonna get to go to Disney World. Fuck Disney World. I'm trying to get this Super Bowl ring. Marshawn, are you ready? Yes. Offensive line. This the last play right here, baby. Down, set, put 1, put 2, hey. Turn around, hand that damn thing.
It's good.
People like Theo, that's easier said than done. You better ask my teammates in my high school playing defense. Oh, yeah, I got the play coming in. I got it. And I wasn't even the one to do that was calling the defense. I wasn't. It was just.
And this is my thing. Why didn't they do that?
Oh, you know why. You know why. So we don't like the ugly, uncomfortable truth. We don't, because we be like, oh, for real? No, man, you making that up. No, sometimes
they didn't want beast mode to be the MVP.
Sometimes we make the simple complicated. Oh, no. We just need to stay right there. We did not want Marshawn Lynch to be the face of the franchise. We wanted Russell Wilson to be the face of the franchise. And Russell Wilson, he may or may not have made peace with it. He know damn good well he should have audible. And he will never be able to explain that to anybody. Because even his son, I'm going to say he's raising him, Future would ask him, if Future is studying the game, Future would ask him, Dad, why y'all didn't run the ball right there?
Because I was soft and didn't call an audible and chose to go with what the coach told me to run.
But when they say that play broke the Seattle Seahawks, it did. It did. Because everybody knew what that call was. Everybody knew what that call was.
Have they been back since?
Nope. Everybody knew what that call was. And if you're a fan of football, not a fanatic, but if you're a fan of football, you knew what that call was. We want Russell to be the MVP. Because before then, the defense was the face of the franchise, the Legion of Boom. We wanted to move away from it being the Legion of Boom, even though the Legion of Boom is low-key why you was getting to the Super Bowl, because Marshawn Lynch, to a degree, him and his fullback, they were unofficial members of the Legion of Boom because of how they got down when they was running the football. So when Pete, and I believe if somebody was to pull Pete Carroll off to the side, no different than with Mike Ditka, he didn't hand the ball off to Walter Payton. God bless his soul. I know Mike Ditka's gone. But I believe if you could pull those people off to the side and have a one-on-one conversation, nobody else is privy except the two of you there, they would tell you they regretted them calls. They regretted them calls. Because you could have did something with that one. You could have definitely did something with that one. LJ Panthers in the building. What's going on, LJ? What's going on? He's thanking Grand Madam for sharing the information. Thank you, Grand Madam. Professor Film is thanking. Absolutely, Grand Madam. Big ups on that one. Yeah, bump them field goals, run the rock on. Yeah, he should have ran the ball. He should have ran the ball. So y'all know all they count is the ring and stats. Russell Wilson would have been a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. And that's all it would have said. You want to be an MVP. I'm trying to get this ring. I'm trying. That's all they care about. I'm trying to get this ring.
A lot of people, and not that this is a perfect time for me to segue, but a lot of people talk trash about the Chiefs. Other than Patrick Mahomes, what one player can you name that does it for the Chiefs? It's a team effort. That's how you win games, depending on your team, not dependent on one player. And it helps a lot when you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players you could depend on that you get to rock to that cat. Oh, he gonna do something with it. He ain't gonna be playing around.
And I think even when you mention Patrick Mahomes, I don't look at Patrick Mahomes as doing it by himself or being that guy, because your defense has showed up this year. Your defense, your offense has been up and down, expectedly so, because you're missing weapons here and there and everything like that.
Bad injuries.
Yeah, but your defense stepped up. So it's one of them things where Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. So let me not act like that. I don't want nobody thinking. I know he him. He just ain't. I don't believe the Chiefs are where they at right now, regardless of what he's doing, if the defense ain't doing what they doing. So
no doubt.
Yeah, so the defense is playing big. We got Mr. Paul Martin in the building.
Open some stuff up. Defense open some stuff up.
Yeah. LJ Panther say gang. Yeah, we up in here and everything like that. So
Paul Martin in the building. Martin in the building. Winning Bears. Oh, whoops, that's right. They're not winning.
Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that.
It's just the healthy ribbing. We do that with each other. He comes on my page sometimes and say things. It's all in good fun. Right, Paul?
I'm gonna take a look at this game. We got Pitt versus Baltimore. The Ravens have the football. It's 1st and 10 at their own 42. Lamar Jackson pass complete, catch made by Andrews for 7 yards. So
ain't nobody scored yet. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what's going on.
While I was thinking about it, wasn't we supposed to talk about Asia Wilson?
Oh, come on, somebody. Thank you. I forgot. We got the football hype. So, oh my goodness.
Let's get into that.
Good segue. See, this is why I love my brother, because I forgot. Oh, yeah. The energy finna pick up. We also Terry Hogan. We also got Terry Hogan. We go talk. AJ Wilson. So AJ Wilson was asked a question. She's not getting any support, by the way, from her teammates, from fellow WNBA players. She made a statement in regard to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, USA Olympic basketball player. Josh Hart, New York Knicks, off the bench.
Okay.
They asked her, what did she think? 11-8. And then told Josh, don't be disrespectful. You're going to beat Josh Hart 11-8. And so, what's the dude named Teague? What's the name? Josh Teague?
Josh Teagues. What about him?
He said, you ain't beating nobody. Like, he had no chill. You ain't beating no high schooler. You ain't beating no college kid. You ain't beating no G leaguer. You ain't beating no bench player. You definitely not beating no starter. Just stop. You're not beating nobody like that. And so, of course, that set up a storm on social media. Of course, it starts that whole gender versus gender thing up and everything like that. And I thought about it because I was like, you just be wanting.
I was comparing some stats. Okay. Josh Hart 6'4". Asia Wilson 6'4". So in my mind, whatever advantage height would have given either one of them is negated. It boils down to skill and natural ability.
Stay right there. So here's the problem with that. They both 6'4", right?
Right.
Who we think stronger? And that counts.
Josh Hart.
All right. Who we think jumping higher? And that counts.
Josh Hart.
Who we think faster off the dribble? And that counts.
Josh Hart.
All right. So remember when I told you I was going to do the whole Charles Barkley, Horace Grant thing?
Right.
So, and I just want folks to keep this in mind. During that NBA Finals, Charles Barkley, 6'4", round mound to rebound. Horace Grant, 6'10", grown-ass man. Charles Barkley, NBA Hall of Famer. Horace Grant, NBA All-Star on Swole Patrol. Charles Barkley gave him that work. Charles Barkley is a grown-ass man. If that story don't get you what you need, I use me, for example. I am in high school. I am playing a young lady that plays basketball. We're dating. I just gave a blood transfusion. I just donated blood. I come in. I'm cocky. She wants to play a game of basketball. All right, no problem. I'm 5'8". She 5'3". Lightweight, light work. No, it's not. I ain't got no energy. So, and I ain't really ever had a jump shot. So what did Theo do? At 5'8", she 5'3". I backed her down. She wasn't jumping as high as me, and I ain't never really had no vert. I was laying up all day long, off the backboard. I was dog-ass tired. But what she could not do was match me physically. That matters in basketball. I don't know AJ Wilson, if she played, she could beat me. She could definitely beat me. I just want us to understand. She gonna beat me all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Oh, hell, 11-8, I doubt Theo getting 8 points. I doubt Theo getting 8 points. But Theo, at his shape, playing a woman who's in basically the same shape, same skill level, there's a physicality difference there. I'm sorry. She could have the jump shot. How's she getting it off?
Gotta either outrun you, gotta have a quick first step, cross you
right
up.
Now, if we both
just basically dime you to death.
Right. Now, if we both 5'8", you know what I'm finna do. I don't think she could match my muscle mass. So we finna go down in the rim and she finna get this Shaq attack. Mind you, we're on the same level. Am I saying I could beat a woman that's 5'8" that plays in the WNBA? No, I didn't say nothing like that. Did I say I could beat the female that plays college basketball that's 5'8"? No, I didn't say nothing like that. Because no, I'm not going to beat them. I'm going to get my head handed to me. But we basically on the same level. Why?
Should only have one speed when you're playing, and everybody can get it. At least that's
you only you. I love the fact that you said that. We at Tom Brown Park. We playing basketball. This young lady, she played basketball for the Tallahassee Community College Eagles. It's now Tallahassee State College. I don't know how we did that, but of course, the governor said so. But she was nice. She about 5'3". What crazy handles? Ain't we playing pickup basketball? Well, we on opposing teams. She look at me and say, "I got him."
She sniffed you out.
I know my jump shot ain't that, but don't do it like that. Don't just call me. With confidence, I got him. Her team asked, "You need help?" No.
What? I'm insulted. How dare you?
So Daryl, no, I can't make this up. So I'm finna see what it looked like, right? They passed the ball to her. I lay off a little bit, squish. Okay, well, we can't lay off you.
I got it. I got it.
Now, what did I say to you? I said, Daryl, she got crazy handles. Ain't that what I said?
I
said she got crazy handles. So I'm scared to get up close because whoop, whoop, that's going to be a whole nother conversation, right? Right. So here's what I did. I set her up. I laid off, or at least she thought I laid off. As soon as she pulled up, bam! What you say? We ain't taking no prisoners. Bam! We threw the shot down the court. We running. We laying it up. Oh, cherry picking all day. Let me get that. Big fella, get on up out of here. I need this in the paint right here. You said you didn't need no help. Oh, you need all the help. Wow. Oh, yeah, let's get Theo, that's a girl. Oh, hell no, we playing basketball.
Nah, she put herself in a man position when she started balling with me. Yeah.
Right. Now, that's me as a dude who really can't play no basketball. I got a little bit of the fundamentals. Playing against a young lady who's shorter than me and is the superior basketball player all day, every day, twice on Sunday. That is not what that is. But there was a physical difference. Physical difference. And so when you AJ Wilson and you saying I'll beat this dude is in the NBA. What you mean you'll beat this dude? Because what you just low-key said is you could start for any NBA team. Can you? Because at 6'4", you're a guard. You're not the power forward. 6'4", you're a guard. Steph would be who you would be guarding. And I know you don't want that smoke. Because she's not finna tell me she would beat Steph. You're not finna beat Lou Williams. You're not.
Oh,
no, I'm just saying there's a physical and height difference. There's a physical difference there. And I think basketball is a skill sport. And the women in the WNBA, they do a great job playing the game, making the game more so about the fundamentals. But we don't need to act like they play physical with each other. When folks just complaining this year about how physical folks was treating the young lady from college, she get thrown on the ground and everything like that. Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
Okay, well, what we doing? Caitlin Clark, you folks complaining about the physicality Caitlin Clark endured. We don't think men experience that. We don't think they finna put hands on Bronny James
constantly.
So they had that comment. Of course, Josh T, like I said, he had no chill. Josh Hart was, nice about the situation and everything like that. But it's stuff like that where it's like, one, we don't need to be doing all that. We don't need to be doing all that. We don't, because here's what I'm gonna look at AJ Wilson and I'm gonna say to her, ma'am, you're not even dunking in your sport. Now, when you play Josh Hart, is dunking off limits? And one dude even suggested this. He said, we should just stop this. He said, here's what we do. He says, we get women from the WNBA and we had them play against a high school team, a top high school team. Then have that same WNBA team play against a top men's college team. Then have that same WNBA team play against a men's NBA team. Dude said it like this, and I understood exactly where he's coming from. He said what will wind up happening then is the same folks that complain about women can do everything that men can do. They would then turn around and start complaining about why those men so physical with those women. What did you say about basketball? It's a dog eat dog sport.
Me?
Yeah. What did you say? It's no prisoners.
Yeah, you gotta bring on whoever. If you got skill, you got skill. It don't matter about gender. It shouldn't.
So if
unfortunately though, men are men and women are women. And much like you said and explained in your instances, when old girls start diming you, you got physical. And you use the only equalizer that you knew how to use. She crossing me up. She diming me. Her first step's quicker than mine. Oh, well, let me go stand under this goal and see what happened when she come driving in here trying to penetrate.
So I don't know. I don't get it, because I'm like, we should be good with whatever it is that we're doing and everything like that. But come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Especially in this beat. I've always said, and I've gotten flack for it and everything like that. It is what it is. I've always said that if the women want their sport to be as exciting as the men's sport, lower the rim to 8 feet and let's dunk. Because we watch sports for the highlight. Huh?
Can I share with you right now that there's trash talk going on in your comments, because there are Ravens fans in your comments and there are Steelers fans in your comments. And it's getting kind of ugly in there.
Hey, man. Hey, it's only going to be one way. Well, you know what? You ready?
Professor said he hoped Lamar could win a Super Bowl. Kamayo said, I hope Tomlin get another Super Bowl. Graham Adams said, me too, Professor. I'm ignoring Kamayo.
This is why I don't get caught up in the talk, which is why you don't get caught up in the talk to a degree. I got 6 rings. I got 6. I got 6. I got 6. I got 6.
We already got to go to that, don't we? We all. What's that? We got 6. So there, the only people who could say anything to us are Patriots fans.
No, I don't. What I'm saying is, I don't say they're the only one. What I look at it like this: some folks ain't got that. I'm good. I got 6. We might not get one this year. We got 6. Some folks ain't got one. Some folks ain't got one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we just pointed out a couple of them earlier.
Right, and then with me for mine, the reason why I don't get caught up with certain teams is because I got a wide receiver who was knocking out a strong safety so bad they moved him back to free safety and introduced a rule based on what the receiver was doing to the strong safety. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So, and that was my receiver. That's my receiver. So I feel good about certain stuff that just don't require me to ever converse. Brad.
Wait a minute. The Mel Blanc rule.
No, yeah, I got that too.
Oh, I'm just bringing it up.
I got that too. I got a rule because my cornerback was knocking folks out, and I got a rule because my wide receiver was knocking folks out. So it ain't too many people got that. You know what I'm saying? The Mel Blunt rule, the Hines Ward rule. You feel what I'm saying? My players got rules in place because they was hurting folks, both on both sides of the ball. So Lamar Jackson can get a Super Bowl. Hey man, go ahead, get you one. Go and get yourself one. I got 6.
Well, see, now they dragging me into it. Why I gotta be in it?
You ain't got. You know what? You shouldn't say nothing.
But see, look what he said. I mean, no matter who wins, they losing to the Chiefs. I just want the Ravens to go home first.
You know that it be stuff like that.
Don't pull me into your rhetoric.
Hey, I look at it like this. It's real hard for me to get up for my team when I know we got issues. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the fanatic. I'm looking at us like this. Is George Pickens gonna act right today? Okay, all right.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness. George Pickens, man. He give him his lollipop and sit him down in the corner. He is a straight child.
You know, I gotta ask questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking around like, is there another receiver besides Pat Fryermuth that's gonna do something? I don't.
Moo.
you know, I got realistic expectations with my team and everything like that. I don't get down like that because I don't like setting myself up to be depressed later on. So I'm looking.
Oh my, people are hateful when it goes.
Watch this. It is Baltimore 2nd and 8 on the Pittsburgh 47. Russell Wilson has 3 completions for 21 yards.
Uh-oh.
What we finna do with that? Najee Harris has 1 carry for 4 yards. Meanwhile, we take a look over here at the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is already 7 completions for 57 yards. Derrick Henry then already rushed for 50 yards. Lamar got 24. It ain't looking good.
Well, okay.
It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. And it's
Paul, don't say that in public. Why are you saying that, sir?
What who he hating on?
He said, I have always been a hater, D.
He said he want all the NFC North teams to lose. Wow, that's
Apple. And they all in it too, except for his. That's why he wants.
He's a Chicago Bears fan. We are the Bears, shuffling crew. Shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're not here to cause no trouble. We just came here to do the Super Bowl shuffle. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry because Mr. Martin ain't had nothing to root about in quite some time. You know, Rex Grossman was about as close as it got. He ain't had nothing since then. Damn, Mr. Martin. God, damn. I'm not gonna talk bad about Mr. Martin.
The Vikings are in the playoffs. The Lions are in the playoffs. The Packers are in the playoffs.
That's what it is. It's the Lions in the playoffs. That's what's messing with him. Because his team is supposed to be the monsters of the Midway.
And Detroit's supposed to be 0-16 again.
Yeah, that's what that is. His team has become the new Detroit Lions of the NFC North. That's what that is.
I see Ronnie J throwing shade at my squad. Okay, all right. Well, how does the I put it like this, Ronnie? Here's how the game. Here's how the saying go. You could talk about the Chiefs. You could be mad at the Chiefs, but you're going to have to deal with the Chiefs. Number 1 seed. Everything you do coming through Arrowhead. Good luck with that, Playboy. Good luck with that. Because I don't think we lost 1 game at home.
He said they might be stealing the Lions OC for their head coach. You know, I got to be one of the worst fans for somebody to want to trash talk to because I don't even get caught up in it. Like, I don't make it fun to trash talk me. We finna beat y'all ass. Probably will. Probably will.
Ronnie, a Ravens fan. You a Ravens fan, Ronnie? I don't see who he rooting for, or he just salty.
He said, I really hope the Kansas City Chiefs get their butt kicked in the game and lose. Go Birds. He probably rooting for the Ravens.
He wrote. What Camellia call him?
You ready?
Dirt chickens.
This me right here. Is it the Ravens or is it the Colts? Which one is it? Or is it the Browns? Who is this? Who is this team that's in Baltimore? Like, because
there was a lot of flip-flopping going on. Make up your
I'm just
Ravens.
I'm just saying, like, when they put on their throwback jerseys, what is it? Like, because they can't put on.
Go back to 2000?
I mean, they can't go back no further than that. Because what did they used to be before they was the Ravens? Wasn't they the
It was the Browns.
Wasn't they the Colts?
No.
You sure? Because we had the Baltimore.
The Browns moved to Baltimore.
Right, but didn't the Baltimore Colts used to be in Baltimore and then move to Indianapolis?
Yeah, the Baltimore Colts used to be in Baltimore.
Okay, so what's going on in Baltimore? There's 3 different teams.
When the Baltimore Colts moved to Indianapolis, I don't think there was anything in Baltimore anymore.
No, it wasn't a damn thing in Baltimore. That's why I don't be knowing why they be
and then the Browns moved to Baltimore and became
exactly. That's why I don't be knowing why they be bumping their damn gums like they all that. Your franchise belong to somebody damn else. You ain't y'all recent.
Well, technically they got 2 Super Bowls.
Well, no, they got them. They got them as the Ravens. They got them as the Ravens. They got them.
I'm saying they got 2 Super Bowls. So I mean they done solidified the purple. I put it like that.
I think it's messed up that they didn't got 2 Super Bowls before the Browns didn't got 1. I think that's messed up, all things considered.
Maybe what it was. And no offense, Mr. Smith. Maybe they need to get out of Cleveland to start winning.
Oh no, I would never. You right. You say that because I'm not repeating that. I ain't finna have. I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke. I'm not finna do that.
Well, I mean, what other explanation could there be?
I don't know. Listen, the Ravens are still up 7-0. That might be all they need to win this damn game because I'm looking at the stats. The Steelers can't do a damn thing with the football. I don't know what's going on. Russell Wilson is 4 of 6 for 22 yards. Meanwhile, Lamar Jackson is 7 of 8 for 62 yards. We dinking and dunking. Like, wait, let me see something. Well, I could be wrong, but I don't see no George Pickens stats on him.
I don't think George Pickens is playing, bro. Here, I check real quick. They say George Pickens the only thing that can save the Steelers.
Is he out?
Let me go straight to this. Boom. Damn. Did he get hit with a fine too? George Pickens. Oh dear. I received George Pickens fine for grabbing face mask, Cincinnati, Brit, Cambridge, Taylor, blah 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 blah. Pickens has the most fines on the team. Big shock there. I don't see nothing to say he ain't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Say he dealt with devastating injury before the Ravens game.
Hamstring. You know what? Can we talk about George Pickens real quick?
Sure.
I want him to get it together. I want him to get it together, not necessarily for success of the Pittsburgh Steelers, but for him. The dude has generational talent. Right? Generational talent. Life-changing money, life-changing talent. Like, and that talent does not come along that often. It don't. Anybody can play receiver, but be a standout receiver, be him as a receiver. We saw Randy Moss, rehabilitate his career to a degree. Hope he's doing well and everything. We know he's been diagnosed with cancer. But to take that career off the field, because I don't think you and I ever thought he would be an analyst. I don't think we ever thought that about him. Lynn Swann. I want to say Lynn Swann took his receiving talents and levied it into a career in politics. That was after he was a sports analyst. I want to say John Stallworth, just relaxing and chilling, enjoying his finances. Jerry Rice enjoying success, retirement, still being asked to do commercials, things of that nature. Chad Johnson on podcast, very successful podcast with Shannon Sharp. I'm looking at George Pickens. I'm like, man, what do you want? You can't want to go back home. Like that can't be what that is, where you just want to go back to where you're from and just chill, kick the bobo with the boys and everything like that. That can't be what that is. So he got the.
Paul Martin asked me, does Chris Jones get the credit he deserves? No, because Chris Jones is so much of a force of unpredictability and havoc on the defensive line. You never know what he's going to do or when he's going to do it. Some days he might just, let the double team or the triple team hold him down. But what they don't realize is when you got a player double team, triple teamed, that's freeing up some other players to do some stuff. So do you pay more attention? Do you pay more attention to the double or the triple team, or do you pay more attention to what the double or the triple team opens up?
We got third and a yard at the Baltimore 35. Score still 10. Score still 7-0. It'd be stuff like that. I'd be looking at the game. I'm like, you got a brand new offense coordinator. You done brought him over and everything like that.
Hey, take that.
But I'm playing with the Steelers on Madden 25. And what I will say to you is I don't like their playbook. I don't like their playbook. And I'm willing to bet that if I ain't even got to look at Kansas City's playbook, and I'm willing to bet there's a difference in the playbooks. Pittsburgh has way too many sets where they running double tight ends. That's too much traffic in a small space. Every route from a double tight end set is headed toward the sideline. Yeah, you might have some seams here and there and everything like that, but because you're bunched up, your routes have got to go out. You're making your offense predictable. The defense can literally sit out there. You're not going to flood the middle of the field. Not only that, you got the defense compacted. Or you can be running 12 personnel, but damn, if you run the football, it's a lot of traffic there because you ain't spreading nobody out. If I'm looking at that, and you feel what I'm saying? Right. I don't. Your quarterback. It's going to be hard because there's a lot of traffic there and everything like that. I don't know if the OC need to change or the OC need to change, as in we need to change the offense coordinator, or the offense coordinator, you need to change the plays that he's comfortable with. So many pundits thought Arthur Smith's offense would be a perfect fit for Fields. I'm running it, and I'm telling you, Fields would be doing a lot of running in that offense because those sets are tight. Those sets are tight. They run a lot of stuff over the middle. But in running a lot of stuff over the middle, you run it out of 12-man formation. No. Spread the offense out. That way the defense got to spread out, thus opening the running lanes. That's what you need. I'm not saying Arthur Smith is a bad coach, but the Titans never made it to the Super Bowl under his watch.
That was Jeff Fisher.
Arthur Smith, last few years, he was the OC.
Right. Well, I mean, the Titans did they make the playoffs last year?
Nope. Okay. He was with the Falcons. They didn't make it either.
I detect a pattern.
He was the head coach with the Falcons. They didn't make it. He is a head. He was back there when Derrick Henry was with the Titans and everything like that, and who they had back there as a quarterback. Well, you Derrick Henry. I like who we got back there at tailback. That's not Derrick Henry. Najee Harris is not Derrick Henry.
Yeah, you made that abundantly clear the week before.
Yeah, so I'm not. I get it, but sometimes as an offense coordinator, You need
Steelers always, that's true. Steelers always have at least one bomb-ass wide receiver.
Yeah, but
always have. Since one.
You haven't, watch this. You haven't had that receiver that was going to be mature like Hines Ward since Hines Ward. Because even Santonio Holmes, when he showed out in the Super Bowl against the Arizona Cardinals and everything like that, oh, you getting off the plane with drugs.
What about Claypool?
Immature. And you're a beast. You're a beast. But watch this. Here we go. Santonio Holmes, not in the NFL. Antonio Brown, not in the NFL. Chase Claypool. See where you can find him at. The dude, I'm just saying, the dude that was playing opposite of Antonio Brown, the Ravens sent him home. So it's like you getting these receivers in and everything like that, but it's like all Antonio Brown had to do was play football.
I think something was wrong with that boy. I don't know if it was arrogance, ego, or mental deficiency, but something was wrong with that boy.
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell you, because a lot of people will attribute it to this. And when I say attribute it to the hit that he got from Trevor Burfict, CTE and things of that nature.
I remember that. Is that what did it?
Well, no, I'm going to tell you something. So when you follow your team, you follow your team. You might not talk about everything your team got going on, but when you follow your team, you follow your team. Well, I think we both remember Dick LeBeau, Hall of Fame coach, defense coordinator. That's what that is. Well, Troy Polamalu.
Night train.
Right. They all had immeasurable respect for Dick LeBeau. Nothing but kind words. Well, this before the whole Trevor Burfict thing. They were trying to figure out who they were going to get their money to. You had Mike Wallace, not the one that's on the roster now, but you had a Mike Wallace. You had Antonio Brown. And I remember another dude, they were called the Money Brothers or the Cash Money Brothers or something like that. You'd have thought when we went into that Super Bowl with Green Bay, they was going to show out. They didn't do a damn thing. So the person they gave the money to was Antonio Brown. And he went to showing his ass soon as he got his money. Ryan even commented on it like, I don't know if y'all need to pay him right now, but you never want to check another man for his pockets. But some players you just know gonna lose their ish as soon as they get their money. Well, it wasn't long after he got that huge payday, he cussed out Dick LeBeau. And when I say he cussed him out, to the point where Troy Polamalu wanted to put hands on him. Let's think about that for a second. When have we ever seen Troy Polamalu like that?
Off the field?
Period. Like, I'm angry and I want to fight?
Never.
So for Troy Polamalu to get to that point means you must have done something that was like, you triggered him. Because that would have been the last dude you could trigger. You triggered him. Well, it just kept getting worse after that. So his behavior, I would love to attribute it to CTE. I would, because then we have an excuse per se, a medical excuse. But from what I've read and heard, he was trending in that direction before he got hit by Trevor Burfict. So I don't know. Touchdown Ravens.
LJ say all of the above. Antonio is just off.
Yeah. Grand Madam says something's not right with the Steelers. I didn't told you what it is. They don't have a number 2 receiver. That offensive line still need help. Russell Wilson lost his last 4 games. I don't know what anybody want me to say with that. So I'm coming into the game looking at it like,
Theo, you ain't no hurry to finish watching this game, is you?
Well, I'm not really watching much. I'm just keeping up with the stats.
No, I'm saying you ain't in no hurry to watch it.
No, I'm because I know it would be the defense that would get them the W. Like, somebody from the offense would have to show out. Okay, well, who have I seen in the past 4-5 years that look like they're gonna show out for the Steelers? People want to keep talking about Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth ain't. What's your tight end name?
Travis Kelce.
That's not Travis Kelce. He ain't putting up Travis Kelce numbers. You did what I'm saying? I'm just keeping that thing above. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Folks like Russell Wilson. I like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson not playing like Patrick Mahomes.
Do you want to keep your coach though? Because I hear a lot. Because a lot of I got one, two. I got at least 5 partners that's Steelers fan, and I have heard more than one Steeler fan say they don't like the direction that Tomlin is taking the team.
Well, here's the thing. So if I'm being fair, Mike Tomlin is the coach. He's not offensive minded, right? And so his best years as a head coach with the Steelers, Bruce Arians was there. We know who Bruce Arians is, risk it, no biscuit.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so we got, and that was more to the liking of Ben because Ben wanted to air it out. Well, this is a new league that we're in. You got to be able to throw the football. This ain't ground and pound, right? But I'm looking at Kevin Colbert. So who did Kevin Colbert bring in after Bruce Arians left? He brought in an offense coordinator who him and Mike Tomlin didn't really see eye to eye. Because this dude was low-key not satisfied with being an offense coordinator. He wanted a head coaching job. Okay, well, that's Kevin Colbert. Well, let me look at what else Kevin Colbert has going on. What's the drafts looking like? Who thought Mason Rudolph was going to replace Ben Roethlisberger? I did. So why did we draft him? Well, he didn't have to stick around to be over the draft, the last draft that he was over, but he chose to stick around. Okay, well, who did he draft? Kenny Pickett. Well, who looked at Kenny Pickett and said Kenny Pickett was him? Okay, so I don't believe Kevin Colbert was giving Mike Tomlin what he needed to have to be successful as a head coach. You got a defensive-minded coach. You want to partner him up with an offense coordinator that can keep up with the times. Okay, well, Kevin Colbert is gone. So we got a new GM. And I want to say this is his second year. This will be his third year, Omar Khan. This will be his third year. Well, I ain't mad. He's aggressive. He's aggressive in free agency, something the Steelers never did. They would just, free agency would come and go, and the Steelers wouldn't make no moves. They wanted to do their stuff through the draft. Well, no, he's been aggressive through free agency. He did. He went and got the linebacker from the Ravens, as a matter of fact. So I'm liking that aspect of it. And then he appears to know what he's doing during the draft. Something, I don't know what Kevin Colbert had going on, but the people he selected in this last draft, they've contributed to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't say that's always been the thing prior to Omar Khan. I did not know what the Steelers were thinking when it came to their draft. I did not know what the Steelers were thinking when it came to free agency. They just did not seem to have a pulse. Well, okay, I got George Pickens. Pat Freiermuth is a serviceable tight end. The defense, top 10, top 5 in the league. So when I talked about Russell Wilson, we talked about Russell Wilson earlier. I look at the problems, the holes that they need to fill. That went on Mike Tomlin. I believe he has so much say-so. So much. But I believe Kevin Colbert was pulling the strings. He gone. Well, I've seen a definite change in their philosophy when it comes to acquiring talent under Omar Khan. It's the quarterback position they got to fix. But we know Kevin Colbert did not send Ben Roethlisberger home. Now, let's think about that. He did not send him home. They should have let Ben go a long time ago. It's not the coach's job to tell the quarterback he too old. Because if the quarterback feel like he got more pull with the GM and the owner, the coach can't say nothing. Kevin Colbert should have sent Ben Roethlisberger home 4 to 5 years ago. He did not. He chose to keep him. Well, what the coach gonna do? So
okay.
They say they want him gone. Who you finna replace Mike Tomlin with? And I would ask anybody that, because here's the thing we also don't think about as Steelers fans. He don't lose. How did y'all get, watch this, what round did y'all draft Patrick Mahomes in?
First.
What was your record before then?
That season before we got him, I want to say 9-7.
9-7. Before then,
I don't want to talk about
it. Exactly. So exactly. I don't think people get that. So you got a dude who don't what you want Mike Tomlin to do, but see, then you would complain for real. You want him to lose. You need Mike Tomlin to go 3-14. That's what you need. You need him to go 3-14, but he don't do that. He's doing something Bill Cowher never did. He's doing something Chuck Noll never did. And while we sitting up here tripping, he's been to just as many Super Bowls as Bill Cowher. And he's won just as many Super Bowls as Bill Cowher. It is what it is. But he don't lose. You can't, he either going 10-7, 9-8, 10-7, 9-8, 11-6.
It's a winning season. But I mean, what is it? Are they wanting someone that's going to get them over that hump? Because it seems like they can make it to the wild card, they can make it to the playoffs, but it's the depth into the playoffs. They want more.
The thing is why are you getting there? It's because of coaching. What's not getting you over the hump? Your offensive personnel. Okay, well, and not you. I'm just definitely not.
I hear you.
We just have to be fair. There is no Patrick Mahomes over there. There ain't been no Patrick Mahomes over there at the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers for the past 5-6 years. Okay, what we talking about? Is Mike Tomlin Andy Reid? No, he's not. But Andy Reid has had losing seasons. I'm sorry, Mike ain't. Mike ain't. Travis Kelce is over there playing with the Chiefs. I'm sorry. Pat Freiermuth is not Travis Kelce. Ain't no defense sitting up here talking about, oh, Lord Jesus, good God Almighty, we got to face Pat Freiermuth. Then you got George Pickens. At the very least, your quarterback got a serviceable group of receivers. Pittsburgh can't say that. They receiver getting penalties.
I did a video on that. That was the one that got like 1,700 views. It was talking about penalties and strength of schedule. Okay. We are not the team that gets the most calls in the NFL in our favor. You know who that is? It will shock you because this is the last team you expect for it to be.
The Cowboys. Who?
Team you're playing right now.
The Ravens? Oh, man. That's crazy.
They get the most calls in their favor. But nobody is like, the Ravens, because we winning and because we on everybody's mouth and we have recently become that team that you love to hate. Oh, Patrick Mahomes gets all the calls. No, he don't. Check the stats and then come talk to me about who gets the most calls.
I think people have to understand that things swing in a cycle. Okay, well, who was the dominant team when we first started this whole football thing? It was the Chiefs. It was the Chiefs. Let's keep matriculating the ball down the field, fellas. Let's keep this.
Damn, but that was like 69 though, bruh.
I'm just saying, I mean, everything happens in a cycle. And it's like you can get caught up in it, but you just have to look at the real for what it is. I know the Steelers, their drafts have sucked. And if you're a Steelers fan, you know they draft sucked. The first time you felt good about a draft was the one we just had, and that's been a long time coming. You know damn good and well we ain't had adequate quarterback play for like 5-6 years. Is that really on Mike Tomlin? Wasn't there an owner there? The owner did. If Mike wanted to keep Ben, why didn't the owner send him home? If Mike wanted to keep Ben and the general manager didn't, why didn't the general manager send him home? They kept him there. And the dude was dinking and dunking, pretty much what we see in Russell Wilson do now. Give me a slant and I'm going to throw it to you. We're going to see what the defense is going to do. It's a 2-yard slant. It's a 2-yard slant. No, we ain't had great quarterback play since prime Ben Roethlisberger. And where are you going in the NFL without prime quarterback play? Where you going?
Nada.
You're still a fan. I'm a still a fan. When was the last time we had great play from the quarterback position? Consistently great play. Where you just knew the defense was like, oh shit.
Big Ben. Big Ben. That's the last time anybody felt threatened.
That was prime Ben. That was young Ben. You looking at the field now. Oh shit. Who over there? That's Patrick Mahomes, dog. We got to get ready. You doing that about Josh Allen. Who that? That's Josh. Y'all get ready. You doing the same thing about Lamar Jackson. You ain't doing that about Joe Burrow. You like, if we hit him right, he done. But Lamar Jackson, you sit there like, oh Lord. That's it.
Yeah.
You doing that about Jalen Hurts. You like, hey man.
Anybody who's a dual threat, a viable dual threat.
You sitting up there.
So I
you
still
may or may not be worried about Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott can't get out his head.
I still ain't forgot that game the Ravens beat us and Lamar Jackson did a cartwheel into the end zone for a touchdown. That's humiliating.
Field sitting right there, use him or lose him. No, I wouldn't use him. Come on, y'all. I would not use Justin Fields at all. You're not finna get hurt this game. You're not. Not if I plan on signing you.
We can get Russell hurt though.
Let him stay on out there. You coming back with us next year? We're not doing that. We see it enough. Cause see what this does is just shut folks up. Now you ain't got to have the conversation, Justin or Russell. Oh no, Russell ain't done enough to keep the job. It's Justin. Keep Justin, sign him, because you ain't gonna have to overpay Justin. You see what I'm saying? You can sign Justin to a decent, because he's not gonna get many contract offers, if any. Ain't nobody gonna match what the Steelers gonna give him, because don't nobody trust him. So you sign Justin for a franchise-friendly contract. You develop him. Go get some weapons. Go get you some weapons and keep one eye open on the draft. This year, next year, year after that, that's what you do. But no, I wouldn't play Justin this game. Playing for what?
to win?
Because here we go. This is how I'm thinking. We could win. He get hurt. All right. When he get hurt, we probably gonna lose the next game. All right. Did he get
what happens if he win? Y'all make it to the next. Y'all make it to the divisional.
I mean, we good, but the thing is that I didn't hum my head.
If Russell ain't doing it, and we know for a fact that Russell ain't doing it and ain't gonna do it, you saying just tuck your tail and take the L?
I'm saying if you do that, you cannot go back to Russell. Cannot go back to Russell. You can't. And that's a distraction you don't need during this time of the season. No, if I'm Mike Tomlin, Arthur Smith, Omar Khan, you felt good enough about Russell heading into this. And they know what I know, if not more. Okay, well, let him do it. Let him do it. What you don't do is this. You don't risk the future. You got the Ravens right now. You hanging your hat on the defense. The score is 14-0. There's still a possibility you can pull this out. But Russell is who you gave your first string snaps to this week. You didn't prepare Justin like this. To your point, if they were prepared to go with Justin, Justin would have been in there. You ain't. So keep rolling with that right there. and save your franchise. Save your franchise. But to those who want to see Mike Tomlin go, they in their feelings. They in their feelings, and they ain't processed that thing. I get it, but you ain't had no winning season. Well, if you no losing season. Well, if you ain't got no losing season, you're gonna be hard pressed to come up with a high first round draft pick. Lest we forget, the only reason why the Steelers were able to get Ben Roethlisberger is because they sucked the year before that.
But you're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, we are.
You don't feel like they should do whatever they need to do to win?
I feel like they're doing it. And that's why I'm saying it.
But they ain't putting Justin Fields in.
If Justin Fields ain't taking first team snaps, it don't make no sense to put him in there because he not ready. You gonna mess up because he ain't used to the game speed at this point in time because you ain't prepared him properly. So now you mess around, he might get hurt. At the very least, you hurt his confidence and everything. No, you got the proven veteran in there. The only way you put Justin Fields in is if you plan for this. And if you plan for this, with the score being 14-0, we'd have seen Justin Fields already.
Okay. New scenario. Russell Wilson gets injured. Now what?
You ain't got no choice. Outcome's still gonna be the same. Outcome goes still, because then watch this. You're putting Justin Fields in there because you have no choice. What I'm saying to you is that if they were prepared to put Justin Fields in, if Russell Wilson was going to struggle, if that was going to be why they put him in, because Russ was struggling, he'd have been in by now. It's 14-0. This game is still within reach. It's 36 seconds to go in the first half. If
there's plenty football left, man.
Right. If they're gonna go with Justin, then Justin is coming out in the second half. Because by and large, if I look at these stats, Russell has been ineffective. 7 of 9 for 44 yards, 6.3 yards a carry. Najee Harris, he ain't getting much support in the running game. Only 12 yards a carry. He's only carried the ball 3 times.
Warren ain't doing nothing with the ball.
Jalen Warren, 2 rushes for 6 yards. Russell Wilson, 1 rush for 2 yards. Meanwhile, we take a look over here at the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is 12 of 13 for 139 yards. Derrick Henry is at 100 yards rushing already, 7.7 yards a carry. Lamar Jackson, 64 yards a carry, 64 yards rushing. Likely, the tight end, he got 53 yards receiving. Andrews, other tight end, he got 27 yards. So,
and is Zay Flowers in there?
No.
They doing that without Zay.
Now Pickens does have 1 reception for 8 yards. But it's one of them things where it's like
what Kamayo said right here. You lose 4 games in a effing row, I'm benching your ass. Period. You lose 4 games in a row, I'm benching your ass. Period. Man, he done lost 4 in a row. Yeah, he had to sit his ass down for real.
I
you can't do no worse. You can't do no worse.
You listen. I'm not saying I disagree with you. All I'm saying is if you ain't prepared this quarterback, kind of like when people were asking the question, why wasn't Arch Manning replacing Quinn Ewers? Well, if you ain't prepped him, he ain't going in. You know, you gotta have this dude get some first team reps. And that's why when early on in the season, when folks were asking like who's the starter, Justin was taking all the reps. So there was no need to have a question. Well, if Justin ain't splitting them reps with Russ, then Justin isn't prepared. Now, does Justin have a package? I believe Justin does have a package. And we probably would see that package if they were doing better than what they were doing. Because here's what we're looking at. Other teams. Justin Fields, he taking the field, he running. Which is crazy because he can literally throw the ball the length of the field. So you should be on guard against his arm. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, got a stronger arm than Lamar Jackson. It's just a development process. It's just a development process. I don't care how big your contract is, you will be benched. I ain't mad at that. We've seen teams do that. We've seen teams.
We say team bench folks for less.
And watch this. The Steelers not paying Russell. So they not obligated to start him this season. The Broncos are paying him. It all depends on, and we don't know what's going on. We know how this game looks. It's 20 to, I guess it's going to be 21. I guess they just scored another touchdown.
Damn. Yeah. Grand Madam is gleefully informing us.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and the defense is only going, I feel bad for the defensive players. Minka Fitzpatrick, Cam Hayward, TJ. I feel bad for them because it is the quarterback play. I just don't know what you do because you tried Mitch Trubisky. That wasn't it. You tried Kenny Pickett. That wasn't it. Tried Mason Rudolph. That wasn't it. You got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Well, you struggling on the offensive side. You can't put no points on the board. I don't know whether that's offense. I don't know whether that's the play calling, the quarterback play, or the offensive line, or all three. But that ain't working. You got to come back next year with a quarterback, and it can't be Russell Wilson. There are too many holes, and that's where I would challenge your friends. If they know the holes on the roster, then it's a credit to Mike Tomlin to even get it there. Are we thinking the Kansas City? I'm gonna ask you this: is the Steelers receiving core as good as the Kansas City Chiefs in your opinion?
I haven't had a chance to see. From what I'm seeing, my initial answer would be no.
Okay, all right. Fair. Is the Steelers quarterback play as good as the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback play? Is the Steelers running back play as good as the Kansas City Chiefs running back play? Ain't no wrong answer.
Is the Chiefs running back play better
than
the Steelers?
Yeah. Is it the same?
I would say they about neck and neck.
Okay, that's cool. Play calling on the offensive side of the ball. Do you think the Steelers offensive play calling is as good as the Chiefs?
No.
Okay, well, see.
That being said, though, the Steelers, I mean, the Chiefs could be having some better play calling offense.
Watch this. The Steelers, they got a defensive-minded coach. So do the Detroit Lions. He's not the offensive coordinator. He's not offensive-minded. He does have an OC, and if I'm not mistaken, alluded to the fact he might be the Bears head coach next year. But he don't call the offense. But do we think the Steelers are getting the same type of production out of their quarterback that the Detroit Lions are getting out of theirs?
Heck no.
Okay. Do we think that they're getting the same type of production out of their receiving core that the Detroit Lions are doing?
Far from it.
Do we think they're getting the same production out of their running back room that the Detroit Lions are doing?
Nope.
Okay. See, I don't know what to do with that because that dude that's sitting over there for the Detroit Lions is not calling the plays.
Well, we all know it's about, I mean, I would be a fool to sit here and say that all players in the NFL are created equal. They're not. You got some players that are far physically and experience-wise superior to other players. And that's just the bottom line on offense and defense. So
now let's ask this question. Now. How long that head coach been there at Detroit?
A couple years.
Wasn't they losing before he got there?
They were perennial losers.
Right. So a defensive-minded coach takes over a downtrodden franchise and they start scoring points left and right. He's not the one calling the plays. So if it can happen in Detroit, it can happen in Pittsburgh. It can. You just have to get the OC in place that's a visionary when it comes to the offense. Watch this. What do we think Pittsburgh's offense would look like if the head coach in Miami was the OC in Pittsburgh?
I don't think it would be any better.
It would be, because he airs it out. Like
who you airing it out to on Pittsburgh team?
That's besides the point. We already know that's an issue. What I'm saying is play calling is one of the issues. We know personnel is an issue. We do. You're not wrong with that. Personnel is definitely an issue. But so is play calling if we're talking about the modern day. There's a distinct difference between the offense the Steelers run and the offense that the Detroit Lions run. And they both being ran, the teams are, by defensive-minded coaches. Well, if that's the case, we know.
Where's Pittsburgh? Then where's Pittsburgh's razzle dazzle? Where's Pittsburgh? We gonna go for it on fourth mentality. Where is Pittsburgh? I'm just gonna keep pushing the rock, pushing the rock, pushing the rock.
That's the $20 million.
That's what Detroit do. Throw out them trick plays, hit you with them gimmick plays.
Yeah, but like I said, let's make sure we understand. It ain't the head coach calling them plays.
Oh, we know that. I
right.
mean,
so
we talking about OCs.
Right. So this is when I would be Omar Khan, Mike Tomlin, personnel, play calling, personnel and play calling. Personnel and play calling. You got to get it fixed. You got to get an OC in there that can light up the scoreboard, and you got to get personnel in there, mostly so on the offensive side of the ball, to shore up that offense. Jared Goff got all day to throw the football. Russell can't say that.
Well, you see what happened, play calling, offense wise, when Eric Bieniemy left the Chiefs.
Fields has 4.344 speed. He can give you a chunk play running.
Eric Bieniemy was an offensive player. So I don't think it's necessarily, I think it's more, it needs to be ballsy play calling and not necessarily offensive or defensive adjacent. You know what I mean?
Here's the reason why I say that. So if we look at defenses and everything, we talking single high coverage, we talking man, we talking cover 2, we talking cover 3, right? And those defenses are designed to prevent certain things. Well, defenses are what they are, and they're purely reactionary. You and I both play defense, so we know that. So your offense has to evolve. Yeah, you can be ballsy and everything like that, but I think you know Shang Tsung better than I do. You go where the enemy ain't. Don't go where the enemy at. You go where the enemy ain't. And so when you look at the innovative play calling that the Detroit Lions are using, you look at what the Rams are using and everything like that, it's to get you. Huh?
Sun Tzu.
Well, you
said Shang Tsung, and I'm thinking about Mortal Kombat. You know
I was wrong. Wait, you know I was wrong. You the elder. You got it. Damn it. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway.
Go ahead.
So the thing is using motion to get people out of places and everything like that, make the defense hesitate. Don't allow the defense to just tee off and everything. These are things that today's offensive coordinators are using to get the defense out of position. It's very few teams like the Philadelphia Eagles that can just line up in front of you and just say, well, we're just going to run the football. And no, you know what I'm saying? Even Sean Payton, when he was in New Orleans, he wasn't just, I'm just going to line up in front of you. No, we finna get you out of position. We finna do some motion. We finna run some crossing play. You need an offensive coordinator. Even Derek Jackson was not going to prosper in Tennessee just grounded and pounded. He would. Him being in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson probably put another 2-3 years on his career, because look, you can't plan for that. Now, if I was the Steelers and Todd Monken came from college, if you gonna just have Justin Fields do what he doing, similar a la Lamar Jackson, you better get an OC in there that can take advantage of that. He ain't there. Okay. That OC ain't on the Steelers right now. That OC ain't on the. Like I said, Buddy ran the third fastest 40 time of any quarterback in NFL history. I don't know what you can't do with that. What you can't do with that, Darryl?
I can do a lot of things with it. See, here my partner go right here. He texted me right now. He said the Pittsburgh Steelers are terrible.
But he knew that though. He not so. That's what I'm saying. What was he surprised by? Their record? Was he surprised by? Is that what threw him off?
No, I guess he was just expecting a little more stellar play from them.
Why? That roster.
Maybe that's something y'all need to sit down and talk about. I ain't no Steelers fan.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That roster has been what that roster has been the entire season. There has been no number 2 there. We're in the playoffs now. The ante gets upped in the playoffs. So all problems that our team had were going to get exposed in the playoffs. And if you know that, you were not expecting the Steelers to win. You was expecting this mugging. Lamar Jackson is either, hey, you got to win the Super Bowl or bust. So you know he finna come show out. What was everybody else saying during the whole season when the Ravens were struggling? They ain't running the football enough. You need to let Derrick Henry get the football. Derrick Henry had 100 yards before the half. So clearly, the Ravens didn't learn their lesson. No Steeler fan should have been expecting anything considering our play calling and our personnel. No, we should not have. This ain't Jerome Bettis. This ain't Hines Ward. This ain't Troy Polamalu. This ain't Ryan Clark knocking people out. This ain't the Tasmanian Devil James Harrison playing linebacker or nothing like that. This ain't what this is.
Look here, Theo. Is it time to go watch this game?
It's time to go watch this game, big bro. We have been at it for 2 hours and 32 minutes. I think we've had a great show. I think we've dropped enough knowledge. I think we've shown that we're serviceable when it comes to sports. I think that's what that was. So yeah. The Steelers are just going through the motions now. That's what Grand Madam Tarot say. Well, I'm going to go check it out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. This has been Darryl and I and everything like that, 2 OGs. We're going to come back to y'all next week. We're going to have a better format next week. All lined up and everything.
We'll be more prepared next week.
Yeah, my fault. But thank y'all so much for pulling up. In the meantime, in between time, Darryl, you got something you want to say?
That's it for now. But fret not, we'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until we do, y'all be good.
That's all, folks.
Peace.